Hey friends, Sarah here. Welcome back to another LEGO City video, and today I am featuring the El Cubo Fine Art Cafe, which is an alternate build of the LEGO Boutique Hotel, and this one is done by the LEGO Artisan, who many of you know has done quite a few fantastic alternative builds with the LEGO modulars and the different sitcom shows for that sitcomplex. But we have the first alternate build ever for the Boutique Hotel here with us today because we wanted to pump up our Boutique Hotel a little bit. It's a little lacking in grandeur, and I feel like this is a fantastic addition. So we're going to do a few things in this video. We're going to do a review of this. We're going to take a look inside and outside. We are going to place it next to the Boutique Hotel on either side to see what looks the best. And we are going to put it next to another older retired modular just to give you an idea of the styling of this building. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. I am super excited to dig into this. But first, what I need you to do is actually go over to my community channel, or when you're done watching this video, whichever is fine, but make sure to go over to the community channel tab and take part in the polls. As you know, this year I am building a custom LEGO YouTube city. So you guys are helping me decide what we are putting in this city through a series of polls on the channel. And I have 3 going right now for 3 separate buildings. And I put 3 up because it's going to take a little time to acquire different pieces for different ideas. So none of these are in a particular order other than what I can build first. So go over, cast a vote. I want to see at least 100 votes on each one of these before I make a decision, and I want you to be part of it. It's so exciting to be able to build a YouTube city with you guys. I think it will be a fantastic way to kind of do a custom LEGO city and get everyone involved. So I am totally pumped this year to get that going. And let's dig into this El Cubo Fine Art Cafe because there is a lot to look at and a lot to talk about. So if you were wondering what the El Cubo Fine Art Cafe reminded you of, I bet now you know. So the Fine Art Cafe by the LEGO Artisan here was specifically modeled after the aesthetics of both the Boutique Hotel and the Parisian Restaurant all in one, which looks completely fantastic because not only does it blend in well with the Boutique Hotel, but it gives you a sense of the Parisian Restaurant. And I love that fact, especially if you do not have a Parisian restaurant in your city, and if you don't plan to acquire one of those retired sets, then you still have a similar restaurant style. So it looks absolutely fantastic. And I love that he was able to take the styling of the Parisian restaurant, but give it its own character traits as well. There's a lot of unique little mini builds and techniques in here. The ground floor is actually a cafe that features the different artworks that you would see in the Boutique Hotel build on the wall. And then there is a bar area. There is a really cute chandelier that you'll see once we go inside. The second floor is actually the sort of the office area for the art dealer. So if any of the LEGO City residents have art they want to sell, then they're going to go to the second floor of this art dealer's workspace and sell it to him, and that's fantastic. There are more really neat little art pieces going on up there as well. And then the third floor is actually where the art dealer lives. So that has his bedroom, there is a little bathroom, lots of nice little touches throughout, and each of the floors are accessed by stairs off to the side and in the back, so there are no internal stairs. Now you'll notice that my Parisian restaurant is on a Mills plate. We use Mills for most of our custom city work, but for this LEGO city for YouTube, we will not be using Mills plates, so that's why there's a little bit of a difference there. But if you want to learn all about Mills plates, which I love, you're going to want to check out the playlist in the description. Other than that, let's get inside and take a look at this cafe. Okay, so as we spin this building around, you can see that from all sides there is some sort of detailing added to this. There are no stairs on the interior of the build, so to access the second and third floors, we have nice sets of outdoor stairs to get to. Now, of course, the biggest thing to keep in mind with an alternate build is that the designer is using exactly the pieces from the set. So there is a lot of give and take that has to happen because only those pieces are available. There is not as much freedom of creativity. You are limited by the pieces that you have. So for these alternate builds, you can definitely go back around and add in your own details wherever you would like to add them, just to add a little bit more character to the scene. So you could absolutely go in and add a little more detail to the balconies just to let them shine through a little bit in their design and to give them a little bit more color. There's not a whole lot of room up on the top balcony, but there is definitely some room that you could do some extra detailing in here, give it a little seating area, etc. The back is a little bit plainer than the front, not quite as fancy as the Parisian Restaurant, but there is some nice detailing that doesn't make it, look too boring or ugly. You have, this is a much better use of the palm tree. I think it looks much better as a potted plant or a short palm tree. And you could certainly go through and add more detail. As I mentioned, there is a nice little dumpster, very reminiscent to the Parisian, with some rotting food inside. And of course, again, you can add lights, you can add flowers, you could add seating areas up there. The sky is the limit. And if we go around to the front, of course, you can add more detail into the front area as well. I actually changed out some of the brick-built food with some actual food items right there. And I actually did make one switch in the awning of this little food truck here. I created the yellow and white awning as seen with the boutique hotel, which is reminiscent of the cafe corner. So I made that little switch as well. All right, so starting with the top floor, we have a very simple roof design, but it utilizes the skylight feature that the boutique hotel had on its rooftop as well, though it's just a very simple pull-off roof. The interesting part of the build, I thought, was this front panel here. It actually attaches right in here, and you build this whole entire front piece, all of the sand green, even coming down into here, and then you fit it in. And that was really a delight to build. That was a fantastic use of parts and pieces for creating a detailed front look. But let's get inside the art dealer's apartment here. He just has a small little spot because, of course, he does most of his work down in the office and the cafe, but you do have a bed. We have the television set and chair, and there is a fireplace over here. Very nice use of parts, a very fun little build. And he does have a bathroom with his very large bathtub and toilet bowl and small sink with the mirror printed tile. So that is a lovely little addition. So just a small little apartment on top, but very effective. And you can see that from the back here, that's how he accesses his apartment, is through some outside stairs. The different levels of this modular building separate very easily and are very sturdy to remove. And it gets a little bit more fun as we get down into his office. There are quite a few different art pieces scattered around. You've got one right here. You have one here up on the wall. And then if I swing around, the keys that were for the boutique hotel are used to create a fun little sculpture in the curved windows. And then I believe we have one more art piece over here. Do we have one more on this side? Yes, we do. We have the mosaic over there, which is nice. Plus we have a little desk with a telephone and the typewriter where he can speak with his LEGO City art clients. So that makes a fantastic little office. Now, of course, if you have a collection of dots, you could make so many changes to the artwork. You could do any type of artwork on the wall that you wanted and customize it a little bit. So I think that would be a lot of fun going forward if you wanted to change up some of these pieces using different pieces from your collection. And then, of course, this balcony right here is what accesses the the art dealer's office. So as we make our way down to the bottom floor, which is the Fine Art Cafe, you'll notice a seating area here in front of the lovely windows. And it was a fantastic use for these chairs from the the decorative window pieces from the boutique hotel, they're actually made into chairs here. Of course, this is an area where you could play around with. You could switch it out for sort of the more standard chairs. You could do a multicolored array of chairs. You could add some more classic Lego food. So there is place to sort of change up details. Again, keeping in mind that when a designer takes a modular and creates an alt build, they're just using the pieces that are available. So he just did not have 6 extra chairs, but this is a very modernistic approach to a chair design, and I think it fits the idea of a cafe very nicely. You'll see that one of the original art pieces is over here, and then if we swing around, you're going to see some more art on the wall over here. The boutique hotel had some great printed tiles. Additionally, you do have this fantastic chandelier made from the palm tree trunk pieces. I think that it looks much better as a chandelier. And the set still features the cubist style sculpture, but we're calling it a fancy water dispenser this time. You'll know over in the corner underneath the stairs is a bar area with lots of offerings. We do have the clock piece up on the wall, as well as a little area where you can buy some different kinds of goods there, the chocolate bar, etc. And that is it for the El Cubo Fine Art Cafe. A very lovely place to eat and buy art. So this is one way to put it. If you're looking for a way to fit it into your city, you can absolutely put it to the left or to the right of the corner. The building, the LEGO Artisan said, was designed to complement the boutique hotel. So in many ways, I believe he designed it to go along with it, to create a little bit more of a grander looking layout in the city. So let's actually shift it over to the other side, because I think the other side is the way I'm going to display it in my city. I personally think that this positioning of the Fine Art Cafe next to the Fine Art Store alongside the Boutique Hotel is my favorite, because you have a lot of hustle and bustle here on the corner of a street. You have the stairs leading up to the different levels. You do have the actual Fine Art Cafe located next to the cafe, so I feel like there's a little bit of continuity there. You can have something to eat, you can go purchase a piece of fine art, or you can go and sell your fine art and see it in your shop and then go get something to eat. So I think it looks really nice. I feel like the balcony on the right side of the alternate build actually creates a nice look with the stairs going up and around. They're not connected. You could get a little fancy, I think, and try to do something in there, but then the tree, I feel like the tree has somewhere to go. However, I might trade out the tree altogether. I'm not sure. I don't love that tree, but I think it centers it nicely, having a building on the other side that is very similar in style. So that is the two ways to place this El Cubo Fine Art Cafe alt build. I think either one would work, depending on how your city is laid out. Of course, these are the first two buildings in my city, essentially, so they can kind of do whatever they like. They are the star of the show this year. But I think this is a fantastic alternative build. I would not hesitate to recommend this 100%. So I'm super glad that I went out and got an extra set to do this. I think it really brings out the feeling of a grand hotel restaurant complex. So maybe if the hotel is not as tall as you want to be and you don't want to add an extra level, grabbing this alternative build might be the way to make it that grander feeling that you would like to have. So tell me what you think. How do you think this Fine Art Cafe fits in with the Boutique Hotel? Is this something you want to try? Are you still trying to figure out how to place the Boutique Hotel in your city? Leave me a comment below, and for now, make sure to go check out those community posts and vote on what I should put into the Lego City next. I hope you guys all have a great day, happy building, stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video.